Hey guys, it's Matt with the Jinx Brothers. Just wanted to let you know the coin shortage is a real deal. I've been trying to get coin for my bank, and they have now limited me to $10 in pennies, 50 in dimes, 100 in quarters, and 20 in nickels. I brought in a box of nickels and asked them if they could swap them. Can you just change them out, I said. And they said, we don't have a box to change them out with. So we're gonna have to change the format here, moving forward to a mixed batch. This will actually introduce me to some other coins, because I'm not super familiar with the quarters and the dimes yet. I do have a couple of, I think one video out on each, but certainly don't have all the varieties down and everything I should be looking for, so it should be fun. What are you doing for your coin shortage? Are you having the same problems I am? How are you getting around it? I was picking them up from my bank, and then I was going to my dump bank and seeing if they could exchange them. And they were exchanging them until I cleared them out, and then they had nothing to exchange as well. And then going back to my original bank, they said, we're out of coin, and now I can't even pick up from them. So I told them, hey, give me the maximum you can give me, and I'll bring these back to you and pick them up again next week, a new batch. So at least I have something to hunt. I've considered looking at some other banks, but at least in my area, Bank of America, a lot of their locations are closed 1 or more days a week. Different locations are, so I can't even go from location to location. Are you having the same challenges? How are these guys getting all these boxes of halves and everything else? I can't buy a half. I actually had my one bank that I have the best relationship with say, when she was bringing my coin last week, she had a box of halves. So I was like, oh, you can do halves for me? She's like, yeah. She's like, but this one's for an order. And we ordered it for the gentleman, and it took about 3 weeks to get in, and it was one box. So I said, well, please order me a box and let me know when it's in. That was about a week ago, and I still haven't heard anything back, so it might be that same 3-week time period. So hopefully, I know that some people are saying that they have not had the same challenges, that they're able to pick up as much as they want, and I wish I was that lucky duck, but I'm not. So if there's any loopholes that I should be looking at, if there's a certain hack that might help me, certainly starting to get back into the coin collecting and hunting during the pandemic and during the coin shortage has been challenging. I'd like to know your viewpoint, but I'm going to run a video on a mixed hunt where I'll do pennies, dimes, quarters, and nickels. I have a couple more nickels than I did because I did bring a box. The teller was generous enough to, she said she'd give me more than the 20 that was supposedly allotted, and so she actually gave me 70. So I've got a little over half a box of nickels. So I might do a mixed batch and then a light nickel hunt. But just wanted to know what you guys were doing. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video if you appreciate the content, and give me a subscribe. Would love to get some more people in here on a regular basis. See you on the next hunt. Well guys, dimes are done. Pretty dismal. Got a 2009. That's it. There was a handful of 60s in both the bankrolls, and these ones here were the bankrolls that I re-rolled, and the customer wrap rolls but none of them were old enough. There's a couple of 65s, but most of them were the higher 60s. So hopefully we'll have better luck in the quarters. The quarters are going to be all bankrolled, so not sure what we're going to get, but we'll get on to the next set of coins. Alrighty guys, here are the quarters. Check for enders. Don't see anything super special, but we did have some salts, and some lulls, so we have a chance to get some W's hopefully. So we're going to come over here, bust into our first roll, and I'll be back with my first find. Alrighty guys, we finished with the quarters, and it was good to me. 10 rolls of quarters. Produced 6 of the bicentennial quarters. I'm not sure if I want to keep or not. Let me know what you guys did. Do you guys keep those? I know that some people do, some people don't. I've heard they really don't have any more value than really face unless they have, unless the drum is minted really strongly, and then it might be worth a little bit more, but for some reason, I always feel like I should save them. What do you do? Leave me a comment. And prize of the party, my first W quarter. And it's a beauty. It's in great shape. It is a Weir Farm. And it is shiny, and it, like I said, is my first W coin roll hunting. Oh, I just noticed this one also has the privy mark on it. Cool. I found one foreign. This is a Republic of Panama, 2005. I looked it up online. They say, based on this condition, it's worth about 50 cents. There's only one for sale on eBay, and it's selling for like $8. But for me, it's going to go in with my foreign coins because I like just to save them so I can see the different ones the first time I've got it. It is copper nickel clad, so it's not silver, but still a cool find. We got 2 2010s, 2010, 2011, 2012, or part of 12, are a little bit lower mintages. So if it's not super ugly, I try to keep them just because they are lower mintage. So I have the Yellowstone and the Mount Hood, as well as a Vicksburg. And then the Puerto Rican coin is new. I actually don't have that in my album currently, so that's going to be a new find. And the Hawaiian Volcano is just one that I save because again it's lower mintage. So I was pretty stoked, man. 10 rolls, and from what I've been seeing, you might find this in a box. So and to have my first W quarter coin roll hunting, pretty awesome. So now we've got 10 rolls of pennies to get to, and then we'll wrap everything up. Be right back with you guys. Alrighty, folks. We have our 10 bucks of pennies. I've dug through the enders. Only ender that I have is an 09, which is, I guess, an ender. Nothing else special, no Wheaties, nothing that looks super pretty. So I'm going to jump into these rolls, and I'll be back with my first finds. Spilled out the first roll, which has my 09 ender, and we actually have our first Wheatie. Let's flip this one over live and see if we get something good. $19.38. Hey, I'll take it. Excellent. So we've got a Wheatie and an 09. We're on the board, folks. Let's get back into the roll. Roll 7. Almost missed it. This one was pretty ugly. But we have our third Wheatie. 1957. Add it to the board. Get back into the rolls. Last coin of the roll was our second foreign, 73 Canadian cent. Let's get back to hunting. Roll 8, next find. It's a weird one. I'm going to ask for some advice on this one. I've got this one that looks really strange, almost like it was smashed, but it also looks like extra metal. But the G from God and the N is gone. So I don't know if there's extra metal on top of in God, so it was put on after the fact. It's got a slight bow to it. And the back is also kind of flattened, so I don't know if it was on here and got smashed after the fact or not. I don't know if you can see the way it looks. See the extra metal here or not, let's see. But it's really weird. I'm going to set it aside, but it's definitely still a new find. All right, back to the roll. Roll 10, pays off big. Got another 2009. Right behind that is a really beat up war cent, but still a steel weeding. And then right next to that was a wheat cent. 1956D. Wow, what a nice back to back to back. All right, back to the rolls. Roll 12. Got another find. Another 09. I never find these. It's a D. Which is even more rare for me. I normally find almost all Phillies. It's that same one though. Alrighty. Add it to the count. Get back to the rolls. Roll 13. And we have ourselves another Wheatie. Oops. Someone's got some paint or something on it. 1946 Philly. Add it to the mess. We also have been finding some really nice looking 70s, 80s, much better than I normally find. So I've set those aside as well. But anyhow, we'll get back to the rolls. Roll 15, and we've got ourselves another Wheatie. 1954D. Add it to the mats. Take a quick look-see before I go back. Sure we're not missing anything here. All right, get back to the hunt. I'll stop back in if we find something good. Same roll. We got another 09. This is the most 09s I've ever found. They tend to elude me. This one's not the prettiest, but it's an 09. I'm still gonna keep it. Add it to my pile. Be back in a bit. Roll 19. Got another Wheatie. 1941. Add it to the pile. All right, we're through the rolls. We have some pretty ones. We have our real finds with Wheaties and foreigns and things. And then over here we have our potential varieties. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through these varieties and then I will come back with a real summary. Be back with you soon. All right, guys, here's our final wrap up. We got through our $10 in pennies, $100 in quarters, and $50 in dimes. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. We did not get an 09 in the quarters, but we did get 4 09s for the pennies, and that was really the only find we had in the dimes today. Dimes were rough. Dimes have been rough for me, though. We did have 3 foreigns. We had the quarter foreign with the Panama coin, and we got 2 Canadians, a small head and a large head. We ended up with 9 wheats, ranging from 38 up to 57. And then we have 2 coins here. I've put them in flips just so I can keep track of them. My first 20W. I'm pretty happy about that. Actually, I'm really happy about that. I've been looking for them and finally found one. And then I have this 1983P with that weird clip, extra metal, whatever it is on the rim there. I'm going to try to see if I can find somebody to look at it. If you know anything about it, leave me a comment, contact me. I'd love to know what that is, whether it's just something that I should toss back or be more concerned about. Anyhow, it was a great hunt. Had a lot of fun. Now I'm going to get into that partial box of nickels. It'll be slightly more than a half, but not quite a full. And thanks for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. And make sure to subscribe so you can see my next videos. I'll have the nickel out here before the end of the week. Happy hunting, and thanks for watching.